Are Juggalos a gang? Well, allow me to compare Juggalos to a real fucking gang, like the Bloods. Are there similarities? Sure, we both have hand signs. Wicked Clown. And the hand sign for the Bloods. God, this is the most awkward fucking gang sign of all time. Like, if I were ever in a gang, I would not be in the Bloods just because of this awkward fucking gang sign. Like, don't be in a fucking gang where the hand sign is just really stupid and awkward. Like, Bloods, man. It's so stupid. Like, that hurts my fingers. I don't know. Like, I guess I have weak fingers. Like, whenever I try to do like the Sufi thing, like the Dan Cook thing, like my pinky like feels like it's about to break. I don't know. I got pussy hands, I guess. But nah, I got like the death hands, so it's like I could grab your fucking face and just tear it off, you know. But yeah, what else? What else can we compare with? What can we compare? Well, let's see. We have hand signs. Anything else? I mean, let's see. Juggalos have the Hatchet Man logo. Do the Bloods have a logo? Well, the Bloods don't have a logo, like an official logo as far as I know, but they do have the number 5. Like, anything that alludes to the number 5 is a potential sign, symbol, logo, etc. Like, a 5-pointed star would be a logo, or a 5-pointed crown would be a logo, but that's awfully unambiguous, you know, sarcastically. So it's like, you know, 5 fingers. 5 hands with 5 fingers. It's just like, it just doesn't really make sense. It's like they don't really have a copyright over the number 5, so I can't really consider just 5 like a sign or symbol for anything, not just a gang, but anything. But the only real similarity is that we have hand signs. Like, they have a dominant color, but Juggalos don't have a dominant color. We wear like every fucking color of the rainbow. I've seen every fucking color of the rainbow on Juggalos and Juggalettes. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, whatever. Especially with the Joker's cards. You know, we got every color of the rainbow in the Joker's cards. So it's not like one color is dominant over another. So, besides hand signs, I see that we both call ourselves something. But does calling yourself something in and of itself indicate that you're a fucking gang? I mean, if that were so, vegetarians would be a fucking gang, you know? It's like, Wikipedia says that a gang is a group of people through the organization, formation, and establishment of an assemblage share a common identity. So if you go to a fucking gay pride parade, are you looking at a gang? It's like, well, they both share a common identity. They both share the common identity of not being heterosexual. So it's like, is that all you need? All you need is an assembly of people with a common identity? What the shit? Well, I digress, but let's play devil's advocate. Let's suppose that Wikipedia is full of shit, and that there are more traits than that. There's more to just being an assembly of people with a common trait. Let's look at the Bloods again. Sure, they're an assembly of people with a common attribute, but what makes them different from gays, vegetarians, and more significantly, Juggalos? While Bloods, as one all-encompassing gang, have all these sub-gangs within the gang called sets, each having its own leader. There's no national leader, but one person who feels bold and audacious enough to assume leadership will do so over the gang, over the set within the gang, until someone else dares to challenge his status as a leader and gain respect out of being the most violent and inhuman fucking person imaginable within the little mini gang called a set, whatever the fuck it's called. Each set of this gang has its own social hierarchy. You have the leader, and below him, you have what they call soldiers. And they live by a misguided and arrogant semblance of respect, where if someone disrespects the group, they must respond and smite whoever disrespects the group with violent retribution. And by these violent and destructive acts, they gain respect of people in the set. So go figure. they kill and inflict pain if people disrespect them, and if they kill and inflict pain, people will respect them. Imagine that. Like, if I retaliated every single fucking time someone disrespected me, thousands of people would be dead or injured by now. Who the fuck respects someone for just being violent anyway? How primitive and one-dimensional does your cognizant as a human being have to be for such bullshit? I digress yet again. So below the soldiers, you have these guys known as associates. They're barely even members of the gang. They're kind of like familiars in the movie Blade. The familiars were the humans who were helping the vampires do their dirty work. And these associates just help out the real gang members with their criminal activities. Women are a chief share of the associates, who are like their male counterparts. And the male counterparts just use the women for prostitution and holding drugs and carrying weapons and shit. And in each set, you even have ranks for each fucking set. Like, you might have a soldier that has the rank of big homie, whereas you might have a soldier that has the rank of relative. And rank is all based on respect, you know, that popular gangster term that all gangsters know so much about. Aside from the self-assumed leadership and the social hierarchy in the Bloods, you also have to recruit your fucking members. And when you join the gang and moreover join a set, you're in that set for life, and you cannot switch to another set. One of my YouTube subscriptions who goes by The Pretty Let made a good point about how real street gangs fight over territory, and I couldn't agree more with that. See, you just have all these contrary idiosyncrasies between the Bloods and the Juggalos. Let's review them. The Bloods have leadership. They have a social hierarchy. They recruit their fucking members. They fight over territory. Do we do that? Do we have a leader? Do we have a hierarchy of sets and ranks within the sets? Do we recruit our fucking members? Do we fight over territory? No. All the Juggalos are fucking equal, and nobody is superior or inferior to anyone else. If anybody is a Juggalo, he is not recruited, but he calls himself a Juggalo of his own free will, and he's free to drop the hatchet of his own free will as well. There's nothing but equality, freedom, and love in the Juggalo family. It's a fan base that happens to treat each other like family. So we may do the wicked clown sign, but that's just a hand sign. Am I a gang if I throw up the peace sign? That's a hand sign. No. And we may wear the Hatchet Man logo, but fuck. Every record company has its own fucking logo. So if I wore a shirt with a Metal Blade record logo, a Century Media record logo, a Victory record logo, a Sumerian record logo, my favorite label by the way, would that indicate gang membership? Fuck that. Shit, if I were a fucking, like, guy who wore a Nike shirt, that obviously has a Nike logo inscribed upon it, would that indicate gang membership? It's a logo, right? What if there were 100 guys in one room all wearing Nike shirts? Are they in a gang? They're sharing a common attribute. It's a fucking logo. It doesn't matter if they're an assembly of people with a common trait. Get over it. Saying we're in a gang doesn't make it a gang either. Shit. What if I just inadvertently chimed in, all Christians are gang members? Would that make it true? No. Think whatever you want about the Juggalos, but if you say we're a gang, regardless of whether or not you're a Juggalo yourself, that's absolutely injudicious. And, like, does a color mean that you're in a gang too? It's like, oh my god, fuck, you must be in the Bloods because you wear a red bandana. Fuck you. Moving on to the other aspect of ICP being blamed for crimes committed by Juggalos. Hold on, I like this part.
They say it's mighty important. A phone call, huh? For me? Well, it must be my wife. Hello, Sweetums.
Sweetums? What the fuck you talking about, bitch? We're looking for our big weatherman, Mr. Skip Harlow.
Yes'm, I'm Skip Harlow.
Well, boot scootin' boogie, bitch. You, Skip, are headed off on an all-expense-paid, first-class trip to a dark carnival super show of a lifetime in Ash, Nevada. And try this hat on. Just for showing up, you'll get 100,000 buckaroos.
Yeehaw! I'm headed to Ash, Nevada.
I don't know that by heart, but I just kind of like mumble it in my head whenever I hear it. So yeah. So yeah, whatever you think, it doesn't make it true. You know, like I could think like I'm a fucking Christian even though I don't believe in a God, but even though I may think that, I'm still an atheist by definition. But so like onto the other topic of ICP being blamed. Now the reason I have both of these aspects in one topic is because these are both allegations thrown at the Juggalo family by authority figures like politicians, police officers, news anchors, etc. The general topic was basically allegations against the Juggalo family by authority figures because I consider ICP Juggalos themselves, since I believe a Juggalo is someone who loves psychopathic music and has love for other Juggalos. And ICP obviously does have love for psychopathic music considering they write the shit, play the shit, and dedicate their lives to that shit. So ICP equals Juggalos in my opinion. So anyway, oh my god, I'll get I guess so. Anyway, oh my god. So should ICP be blamed if Juggalos fucking murder people? Well, first off, Miss Juggalette made a good point in her vid saying how Jack the Ripper loved Mozart. So is Mozart to blame for Jack the Ripper doing his thing, you know, going on fucking killing rampages up in Whitechapel? Just Juggalo made a good point about how you can listen to anything and still have a screw loose. You could be listening to I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world and just bam, go on a violent killing rampage. And if someone did, would you blame the song? How fucking fair would that be? Like, imagine that the singer is just doing her own thing, making her music and trying to make a living off of it, and along comes some murderous bastard and fucks up her reputation. In the interview that Jay and Shaggy did with ABC when they were being interviewed, as opposed to something like interrogated or some shit, one of the Juggalos that they were being asked about, like Shaggy responded to, like the guy who was interviewing him was like blah 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 blah. This guy blah blah blah, and one of the responses that Shaggy made was he probably watched Stephen King movies too. I forgot what the guy who was doing the interviews, what he said to get that response from him. But it's like, even if the music and the movies were responsible, the authority figures do such an incompetent job in evaluating the shit they've been exposed to. But they don't even care. It's like, well, we don't care that they could have been exposed to all these different movies and all these different artists and all these different things that could have fucked up their mind, but it doesn't matter what else they've been exposed to. It doesn't matter if you watch Stephen King's movies. You know, fuck that shit. Fuck Stephen King. They have no intention or priority of evaluating every conceivable piece of music or movie the murderers were exposed to, because in order for them to get paid, in order for them to get good ratings, all they need to do is target one fucking thing. If they isolate one fucking figure, entity, group, or party and direct all the criticism to that one target, the public will have their eyes fixed upon the fucking TV, and the authority figures will get paid and get good ratings. It's not about being fair, it's not about being rational, it's not being about fucking being logical. It's about being self-absorbed. It's about personal fucking gain, regardless of the cost. And the media spoon feeds the wide open mouths of the public because they're so fucking starving for gossip and controversy that they're completely oblivious as to how gullible they truly are. ICP is not to blame for these juggalos committing crimes. These authority figures just live off of exploiting shit not G-rated. These politicians think that we live in a Barney the Dinosaur rated world, so if profanity, obscenity, or violence is ever featured on any kind of media, they go fucking apeshit. Especially when it's the most erratic of the erratic. Most authority figures are like that. Like, it's not just politicians. Parents do that too. They're authority figures themselves. Like, if a girl gets 20 ear piercings, 10 in each ear, none of the parents panic, because it's all part of the plan. But if their kid, boy or girl, gets one little old lip piercing, then everyone loses their fucking minds. All of a sudden, the kid is a rebel and a corrupt individual who needs to go to church. Politicians are like that too. Like, if Lil Wayne or 50 Cent talk about busting a cap in someone's ass, nobody panics. But if white guys in clown paint talk about hatchets, everyone fucking loses their minds, you know? You know, going with the whole Joker persona there, because that's absolutely right. Like, society has that kind of double standard. He was talking about how if a truckload of soldiers got blown up, nobody would panic, but if one little old mayor would die, then everyone would lose their fucking minds. And it's the same concept to piercings, it's the same concept to white guys in clown paint. Mainstream society is nothing but a fucking toilet of biased, closed-minded, traditional, xenophobic, self-absorbed, and self-righteous conformists. And I'm the freak just because I call myself a juggalo for loving music with violent lyrics without taking them literally and loving everyone else who calls himself or herself a juggalo like family. Jeez, I'm such a fucking freak. I'm such an abomination. Oh, you know what? I'm proud to be a fucking biohazard. ICP is not to blame. If juggalos commit crimes, it's their choice, and the same applies to Jack the Ripper in regards to Mozart. You can listen to anything and still have a screw loose. You can listen to the most soothing, calming, therapeutic music and still be an individual who sews up a girl's pussy lips, and you can still listen to the most violent, profane, and obscene music and still be an individual like me who remains completely fucking straight edge and completely pacifist. If ICP genuinely were logically to blame, every single juggalo would be a serial killer without question. If listening to music has that power to turn you into a serial killer, how come people like me have the choice to not kill people and to just live life peacefully without enemies? Shit, you might as well consider the scenario. Oh, I've been listening to ICP. Gotta kill someone. Bam! Hey, don't look at me. It's ICP's fault. They should write more peaceful lyrics. Bam! Whoa, there goes another one. I'm telling you, it's their fault. Criticize those bastards, not me. Bam! Hey, they're making me do it, man. I have no willpower. I don't choose to be a killer. I just do it because they make me do it. I don't choose to kill people or not to kill people. I have no will. It's the music that owns my mind and controls my actions. Bam, bam, bam. Kill another person, kill another person, and kill another person, and keep getting arrested and released and arrested and released because ICP keeps taking the fucking heat. Where's the accountability here? Look, if I can choose not to kill people, that means ICP and music have no control over what I do. And since I do not choose to kill people, if I did kill people, that would therefore be of my choice, because choice is only feasible when you have options. You can listen to something and still not kill someone by choice. That indicates that killing someone would be constituted as a choice. If you killed someone because you listened to ICP, how many times did you listen to ICP before you killed that person without killing that person? Let's say you listened to I'ma Kill You by ICP 100 times in your life. If you listen to it 99 times without killing someone, you chose not to kill someone 99 fucking times, regardless of what you listen to, which proves you have the choice, the willpower to resist killing someone regardless of what you listen to. And that proves that you're ruled by your will and not by what you listen to. So, like, you go 99 times without killing someone, and then you listen to it for a 100th time, and instead of choosing not to kill someone for a 100th time, you choose to kill someone for your fucking first time. It's two sides of the same coin, and that coin happens to be your fucking choice. Choice is a coin with two fucking sides, and every conceivable moment of your life has a coin for you to flip, and you control what side it lands on. I'm listening to ICP right now. Now, for my killing coin, I can choose to kill someone, or say, I'm not sadistic and animalistic enough to do that. If you don't kill someone every single fucking time you become conscious of violence in media, you're proving that you have control over your own actions. And if you prove you have control of your own actions, killing someone would automatically, unequivocally be constituted by your own choice. Music does not put a gun in your hand. How easy is it to blame someone for what you do? Bam, not my fault. Bam, not my fault. Bam, bam, bam. Sue them. Bam, they're the evil ones. Bam, I'm a victim. Bam, I'm not responsible. Bam, 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 bam. They make me hold the gun up to these people and pull the trigger. Bam. They just don't fucking get it. They don't fucking get it. As long as they can exploit something, it doesn't fucking matter. Juggalos are just passionate people. They're a passionate fan base of a bunch of brilliant artists and entertainers. So, how the fuck can you blame shit like that when you got shit like 50 Cent, Lil Wayne, the Saw movies, Stephen King still being allowed to entertain people with their violence and they don't get fucking reprimanded for that shit? ICP are brilliant artists and they're brilliant entertainers. And Juggalos care so much about people other than ourselves that we consider people family even though they don't have our blood. That's all we fucking are. We're passionate people and we're loving people. Even though we may have a violent imagination, that doesn't fucking rule our humanity and deprive us of our benevolence. You are the one who pulls the trigger, and you are the one who doesn't pull the trigger. All you politicians and news anchors, keep us out of your corrupt fucking mainstream culture. Keep it in the underground where it belongs. My fucking headset broke, so I gotta like hold it like this. God, that fucking dirty ass mine. Anyway, look at that shit. Are you kidding me? I am the Dark Lord TheMassaCreature. Much motherfucking wicked clown love. Stick to your guns and light your fucking path. Verily, da da da, watching me. Verily. Red bandana bitch, and I am not in the Bloods. I suck at hand signs.